Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of July from the 1st through the 15th. General reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I have blacked out actually the second half of August dates just to recharge and take a break, and allowing me to catch up on other private readings and other work, and to just really just de-stress and just have some time for myself. And so what that basically means is my July dates are filling up super quick. And if you are interested in booking a reading, I would suggest definitely do that sooner rather than later before those dates fill up. Okay, guys? So let's dive right into this. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here. So we're going to be starting off with these 3 decks to take a look at what's in the shadows of your love life as well as life in general. We are in Mercury retrograde right now, so things are definitely affected by that. So we'll start things off with In the Shadows Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. And as always, you don't have to identify with any card decks with the Twin Flame reference to it. If you don't, you don't, you know? And then we'll go ahead and grab a particular song for this reading. This is my brand new deck. It's called Heart Songs. Songs in the Key of Love, and it contains a whole bunch of popular song lyrics that you might be able to identify with. So we'll choose one song for this particular reading here today, Sagittarius. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look and see what messages come through. Starting with In the Shadows. Angels and spirit guides, please. Starting off with a couple of messages from this deck for Sagittarius in love and life for the first half of July. And of course, this can be for cross watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in. And I forgot to take out my stand. Hold on, let me just grab it really quick because it makes it a whole lot easier for cards to stand up. Let me face it that way. It's a cute little gadget that helps cards to just kind of stay out of the way. All right, so let's grab a couple here, Sagittarius. Let's start with this one. Ooh, I'm waiting for an apology. This could either be you that's waiting for an apology, or of course the person you're focused on for this reading. So however way that's presenting in your life, let's grab one more. I wish you would come back. Somebody wants to apologize, Sagittarius, because they want to come back to you. That's one interpretation. Of course, that could be reversed for some of you guys. So take it for how it makes sense, okay? So let's go ahead and add to that. But there's this desire to reunite. All right. What else is in the shadows? And these things are in the shadows because more than likely, Sagittarius, it obviously has not been revealed to you yet that somebody wants to apologize and that they're interested in returning to your life. All right, let's see. The question is it somebody that you would want to return? All right, let's grab this one. Elusive. Okay, if you're being elusive right now, then maybe you're just making yourself a little bit unavailable for this person. Difficult to track down, get a hold of. They might be trying to reach you via text or a phone call, and you're just not available. You're a little bit hard to track down here with that elusive energy. And then we've got this disillusioned card coming through. Elusive and disillusioned. So somebody might actually be disillusioning themselves, Sagittarius, into believing that they can come back. Even if they do apologize. You know, some of you guys may have had a falling out, and maybe you've closed that chapter to your life and you've moved on. So we're going to have to see how the overall reading is affected by that. All right, let's grab a song. that best represents the energy for this reading. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius in love and life, first half of July. All right, let's choose one. There's 84 songs in this deck. All right, let's grab this one. Okay, this is from a musical. It's actually one of my most favorite musicals. It's called it's called Aida. And there's this song called Amneris's Letter. It was written by Elton John, and it's actually sung by Shania Twain. So, believe it or not, everything that's on this card is the entire song. And this is what it says. I'm sorry for everything I've said and for anything I forgot to say too. When things get so complicated, I stumble, at best, muddle through. I wish that our lives could be simple. I don't want the world, only you. Oh, I wish I could tell you this face to face, but there's never the time, never the place, and this letter will have to do. I love you. I mean, if you've never heard the song, find it. It's amazing. And it always gets me each and every time. And I really feel, based off of the cards that have presented itself here already, it's kind of fitting, you know? Somebody's apologetic here. They're sorry for what they've said to you, Sagittarius. They want to come back. They still love you. But maybe that's not what you're wanting. Maybe you guys are on a whole different page, and maybe you don't want to be found. You don't want to interact with this person. So we'll see. But that's the song that is presenting itself here for this reading. So yeah, again, maybe hop on YouTube and find it. It's amazing. All right, guys, so let's dig a little bit deeper. This is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius in love and life for the first half of July. What's going on here? What's with this apology? Who's elusive? Is it you? Is it your person? Who wants to come back? So what are the obstacles that might be preventing that from happening here? We have this misunderstood card presenting itself. Lost soul, victim, mistakes. And certainly, Sagittarius, between you and this person, you guys could have had some misunderstandings, things that were said, just that were very hurtful, mistakes that have been made. Everybody makes mistakes, you know? It just depends on how you see those mistakes, Sagittarius. There's this trap card presenting itself also. Stuck, tied down, captive. Because what I'm feeling here, because we do have this victim energy from that misunderstood card, and when somebody's feeling that way, you know, maybe if this is you feeling this way, Sagittarius, maybe you do feel stuck in this situation, that you're tied down to make any sort of movement towards a reconnection with this person. Maybe it's just been so long since you guys have even interacted that you don't even see a way to bring this back. Or maybe you've been waiting for this apology for so damn long that now you're just done and kind of feel that this person is delusional in thinking that you guys can never bring this back together. We have unspoken, regrets, lost words, a disappointment. And going back to these lyrics, I'm sorry for everything I've said and for anything I forgot to say too. So what I'm feeling from that, Sagittarius, is this person is basically saying, it's like, I'm sorry for the hurtful things that I've said to you, but there's so much more that I wanted to say, that at the time that maybe you guys, the last time you guys spoke, there was so much that they wanted to say that they didn't get it all out. You know, unspoken, there's more. there's more that needs to be expressed here between the two of you, but maybe that can't happen because of this next card, those boundaries. You know, it does say no, drawing the line. This could be you drawing the line and creating this boundary that's preventing this person from reaching you. If you might have blocked them on social media, you might have blocked their phone number so they can't call you, so they can't apologize, to let you know that they want to come back. But here's the thing. The two of you have a lot of chemistry, and in your heart of hearts, Sagittarius, I feel you know this. This card says, it says spark, passion, desire. They certainly desire you still. They still feel the spark when it comes to you. And of course, you're the only person that knows your heart best. It is right next to this boundaries card where it says no. So maybe you've had a change of heart. Maybe you now feel it's like, no, I don't have any passion for you anymore. No, I don't desire you anymore. That could be coming through for some of you. Or the other interpretation of that, of course, is that you still have them very much in your heart. It's just that you drew the line. That's preventing any sort of movement from them coming towards you. Part of the problem here could also be because of this. And this is no accident. We've got two cards here coming through with that elusive energy. Okay, so you might have dealt with somebody who was being very dishonest and tricky with you, Sagittarius, and you're avoiding this person. So right now, you literally are an intangible person for this individual. They can't even touch you or reach out to you. That's coming through here twice with that elusive energy. And then we have roaming wild coming through here. Free-spirited, risks and possibilities. Maybe this is all you're wanting for now, is to just be free because you were trapped at one point in time. So now you want to just be free and roam wild and maybe just be single for a good minute, or just not be tied down to anything or anyone. But they are coming through letting you know that they still love you. They want to come forward with this apology. They definitely want to come back to you. But you're elusive. For now, you're elusive. That's where you're at. But they are still longing for you. Okay? Aching, pining, past love. Whoever this past love is, they still want you. They're still pining for you. But then we've got resentment. So that could also be contributing to why you are not ready or not wanting to bring this back together, because you might still be really angry with this person over what's happened, whatever that is. Okay, so let's add to this and let's take a look and see what that is. This is the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Angels and Spirit Guides for Sagittarius in love and life, first half of July. What else do we need to know here when it comes to this connection and regarding your life as well, Sagittarius? Look at this. The answer is yes. We have a no answer from the boundaries card, and now we have a yes. So maybe, Sagittarius, with enough time, you might actually be able to be more open to welcoming this person back in and being more open to accepting an apology. The answer is yes, and the next card is ascending. So there's an ascension that's possible here between the two of you. And this yes answer is also falling right below misunderstood. So I have a feeling here there's a lot of misunderstandings between you and this person, which explains why you guys are at a crossroads here. Not a whole lot of movement going on. There's this need to do shadow work, okay? This could certainly be your person until they've done the work to get themselves healed and to be able to move forward and get out of that dark energy that they were in. As long as they haven't done that shadow work, maybe these boundaries remain. That's what I'm picking up for some of you guys. This could have also been an issue, the lack of compromise in the partnership. But there's nostalgia presenting itself, which is very similar, really, to this longing card. Nostalgia, aching, pining, past love, longing, very similar vibe. Which is both, for me, reflective off of the Six of Cups in Tarot. It's about nostalgia, remembering the good times that you guys have shared, reminiscing, memories of love, the moments that you once had with one another. We also have recognition, recognizing the type of bond perhaps that the two of you had shared at one point in time. Or maybe it took distance for the both of you to get to this realization. So we'll see. We'll take a look. All right, so let's add some tarot. This is the Pining Rose Tarot by my friend Amy of Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Sagittarius in love and life. First half of July. What else do we need to know here? We've got this Eight of Swords energy, which is self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality. Again, misunderstood, lost soul, victim, and mistakes. It's got something to do with this. You know, so I have a feeling this is the energy that your person has wrapped themselves around. They've imprisoned themselves in this energy since you guys have been in separation. And it's got something to do, I feel, with mistakes that they made in the relationship, and they've got a lot of regrets. But look at this. I was just saying Six of Cups. Here it is. Six of Cups, young love. Some of you guys could have been childhood sweethearts. You could have known each other when you guys were children. This is reminiscing, and there's also this element of innocence attached to this card. So we've got nostalgia, we've got the Six of Cups, we've got longing about a past love here. And Sagittarius, if you are the past love that's being referred to here, they still want you. They want to be able to come towards you to bring this back together. And I have a feeling that they're actually working on themselves, or at least part of the relationship that was challenging for both of you before. And then we've got the Two of Wands, okay? We've got Wands coming up. So we've got the Nine of Wands right after that. So we've got fire energy here, which of course, that's you, Sagittarius. So the Two of Wands is about decisions, discovery, goals, and progress. The Nine of Wands, persistence, resilience, perseverance, something that's near the end. Boundaries, again, do you see? Boundaries, no, drawing the line, shadow work, and then we've got the Nine of Wands right below that, which is, again, about boundaries. So this is you. This is you that's saying no because of these boundaries until they do their shadow work. And maybe you've got shadow work that you need to do on your own. Until that's done and completed, these boundaries stay up. It's like a barrier. That's what's keeping you guys at this crossroads, because those barriers are up. Those barriers are up. But with the Two of Wands, I feel there's a part of your heart space, Sagittarius, when it comes to this individual, you're still interested. Like there's a part of you that's still feeling drawn to them, despite everything that's happened. And you still actually possess the skills to be able to make their dream come true. And the Nine of Wands is somebody who's wounded, somebody who's overwhelmed, who could certainly feel unworthy. And it's about broken boundaries. Truly, somebody crossed the line here when it comes to you, Sagittarius. And so the moment that happened, you drew the line. Whatever it was that happened, that upset you, that made you angry, which is why we've got resentment presenting itself here. But look at this. We've got the Two of Cups, okay? So Cups, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is picking up off of marriage, partnership, that mutual love that two people have for each other. It's falling right below chemistry and compromise. If you guys can actually compromise whatever the issues are and meet each other halfway, there certainly is a potential to still bring this partnership back together. But I have a feeling you guys definitely had a tower moment, which is what brought you guys into separation. It was an upheaval of some sort that really packed a punch. This is chaos. This is a sudden change. But it can also represent a divine intervention here, Sagittarius, that can actually help bring you guys back together. Because it allows you to, well, first of all, it comes in as a blessing in disguise sometimes. And it allows you to build a much stronger foundation for your partnership. The Tower comes in sometimes and levels things out because it's not working. There's something about the connection, the partnership, the relationship that wasn't working, or something else going on in your life or their life that wasn't working. And so I'm not surprised that we have the Death card right after it. That's Scorpio energy right there. Something needed to end here. Something needed to change and create this transformation in your connection. And once that transformation is complete, Sagittarius, then you guys can start over. You can have a new beginning. Because with the Death card, you can rise above like a phoenix. You know, it comes back to life. So some aspect of your connection had to die. The old way had to die in order to bring something else back to life, which is obviously your connection. Your person certainly wants that. It's coming through in this song. You know, there's never the time, never the place, and this letter will have to do. I love you. I'm sorry for everything I've said. They know it's a complicated situation. And I have a feeling here, Sagittarius, you do too. You recognize that it has been a very complicated connection between the two of you. And it complicated both of your lives, which is perhaps why you put up these boundaries. These next two cards might actually give us an indication of what happened, because this is the Five of Swords here. Air energy, okay? So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for some of you. This is conflict right here. Part of this conflict has something to do with competition. So if there were third-party elements here, third-party situations, that could have been the final straw for you, Sagittarius, and why you drew the line here, why you said no. Because somebody else was involved here. And then we've got the Moon, which is picking up off of Pisces energy, the hidden truth, secrets, mysteries, and illusion. And there we are with that disillusioned energy, you see? And the Moon, it's got some dark energies, but it has light energies to it as well. Illusions, which we already know, but it could also be confusion, deception, disillusion for sure, lies, our fears, what's hidden in our subconscious. And that, I feel, is why we need this shadow work to be completed, to get you guys out of the energy of that moon, to create healing. That's what I'm picking up here, Sagittarius. So the reason why you drew the line, the reason why there are boundaries here might be because of infidelity, cheating, affairs. But there's also this element of nostalgia. So you both might actually still be thinking about each other, those memories of days gone by, and that the love is still here. From your person, I do feel that they want to come back to you. It's up to you, of course, Sagittarius, if you want them back. If you're willing to accept them back, you got to put down these boundaries. And, you know, only you can do that when the time is right, when you feel that you're ready to do that. Okay, let's add to this with some romance. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know here? What else? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Absolutely. And after having gone through something so difficult, you know, it's not the easiest thing to be positive and to have faith that everything's going to work itself out. And of course, there's no guarantee for reconciliation, but if two people want to make that happen, it's not impossible. So we have the new love card coming through here, which for me has two interpretations. Certainly a new person. This is you moving on and finding love elsewhere, which is possible. But it could also indicate a second chance at love, opening up a brand new door with your person and having a new chapter in love with that individual. Look at this next card. Chemistry again. So two chemistry cards here is an indication to me, Sagittarius, that you're both recognizing the fact that this is difficult to ignore, the chemistry that you still feel even from a distance, even with these boundaries that are up, you still feel this magnetic attraction towards this individual. We already know you guys are in separation, but there's this desire to bring it back together. We already know that you freed yourself from this connection. You detached from it. But it's also letting you know that it's time to take back control of your life. And this doesn't just have to apply to your love life, Sagittarius. This ultimately is a love and life reading. If you're losing control in any other aspect of your life, this is a time for you to free yourself from situations where perhaps you're no longer happy. It's no longer fulfilling you. You can break free from that. And certainly you can free yourself from any blockages that might be preventing you and your person from healing, from reuniting. We do have getting to know each other. Two interpretations again. For those of you moving on to a new love, you know, getting to know each other to be able to deepen the bond that you share with a new person. Or because you have been in separation from this person that you love and care for so long, you kind of just have to start back at square one and get to know each other all over again and peel back the layers of who you are now. Look at this. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. But in the meantime, you got to work on you first and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And certainly, your person needs to do the same. They have to be able to have love for themselves first in order to be able to offer that love to you and vice versa. Okay, so let's add Lovers Oracle messages to this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius in love and life for the first half of July. Trust, yeah. Bottom of the deck. Manifesting miracles, yes. Okay, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform, you know, and that's because everybody's got their own free will. That transformation has to come from you. That transformation has to come from them. And the moment you truly accept where things are, it actually helps to be able to create movement towards this ascension, because you're not so tied down to a particular outcome, and it allows the universe to have a little bit more wiggle room to help you out. Next message, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. I mean, I understand, you know, why this is presenting itself, because you've been through something very painful. We've got regrets, we've got resentments, we've got stinging words, bitterness, anger, which is all justified. But, you know, as long as you're coming from a place of love and just accept each other for who you are, that helps to heal what's broken here. And lastly, we have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So beautiful. All right, guys, so I wanted to add some dialogue messages from my self-created deck. This one's called the HeartSpace Oracle. So we'll grab some dialogue from here and take whichever you feel most guided towards. This could either be words coming from you, Sagittarius, or words coming from your person. So we'll grab a few from here. Let's take a look and see what presents itself. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Who needs to speak up here? All right. Let's grab that one. I already see kiss me. Perhaps they loved your kisses, Sagittarius. They miss your kiss, those intimate moments. Okay. Next message. I miss those daily phone calls, hearing your voice, the intimate conversations we had. I'll always hold them close to my heart. And there we are, you know, with nostalgia, just missing those times that you guys had shared together. Next one, kismet, destiny, fate. Kiss met, two people who are destined to kiss each other. So if this is destined to come back together, then you will definitely be able to share those intimate moments and kisses again in the future. Now look at this next message. It says, you're irreplaceable, but so am I. And perhaps this is a realization that you both came to only after that tower moment, having had a very painful experience happen between the two of you. And sometimes when people enter into third-party situations, that's because they're thinking that you are replaceable. But those realizations sometimes come a little bit too late, you know? But it is presenting itself here in this reading for you, Sagittarius, that there might still be a chance to bring this back together if you and your person can actually remove these boundaries, which I feel you've put up, which is understandable. If you can remove these boundaries so that you guys can work on the partnership, there's still a chance, you know? And that's basically what this card is talking about. Give your relationship a chance and work on your partnership. The next one, sometimes I remember the memories we've shared. It makes me smile, laugh, and cry. What I give to create new memories again. And that takes us back to that nostalgia card as well as the Six of Cups. That's what it's all about. Last one, even though we can't be together right now because of these boundaries, I can still remember the last time we made love. You make my heart race with desire for you still. Okay, so they're remembering those intimate moments with you, Sagittarius. Lots of references to kisses, intimacy, making love. They miss you. Okay, so let's close this one out, guys, with some final thoughts from this deck. It's called the Divine Love Affirmations deck, Self-Love and Relationships by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. All right, let's close this out, Sag. Let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius to close out this reading. Some final thoughts here. I am receptive to my divine partner's communication, intently engaged as an intuitive listener. So this is an indication here to me, Sagittarius, that communication, once these boundaries have been taken down, will be able to begin again. Okay, especially since you're both open to it. Next message. I am best friends with my divine partner first and lovers second. My partner knows that they can depend on me to be there for them through thick and thin. And if they weren't there for you in this way before, Sagittarius, I'm telling you, part of this shadow work that they are doing on themselves, it's shifted the energy. They now see things from a very different perspective. Next message. I am the most empowered version of myself when I embrace my independence. In my divine relationship, I can still be independent, meeting my own needs without being codependent on my partner, therefore being responsible for my own happiness. Absolutely. This is a reminder for you to not lose your identity in your relationships. You know, you got to be mindful of who you are, of what you're bringing to the table, of being true and authentic to yourself and contributing to the overall quality of the partnership. Let's grab a couple more. I allow love to melt the cold and embrace the warmth from my divine partner. I mean, clearly things are running a little bit cold right now between the two of you. And, you know, I feel this is something that is fixable. All right, one last one. I relax and rest into the reassurance that this connection is in divine hands. And it is, you know. It's one of those situations where you got to just trust the universe. And if it's meant to bring it back together, you're both being divinely guided towards that direction. So if it happens, that's because you're being divinely guided, and it comes down to timing and boundaries removed and two people ultimately that are ready to forgive and open up their hearts towards starting again. Okay, guys, so that's where I'm leaving this one. There's some really nice messages that have presented itself here today, Sagittarius, for this reading. So I do hope for those of you that this resonated with, that it helps you out to be able to see things from a different perspective and to give you hope that this might still be able to come back around. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And again, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. Thank you so very much. See you next time.